Let's get some more perspective from Annie Rose Ramos. She has been in the neighborhood speaking to witnesses all day long. Annie Rose, what's the latest where you are right now?
Rick, you can see behind me, this is still very much an active scene. People are still going through the rubble. Rescue crews have been working for hours ever since we got here, and they are digging through, sometimes by hand, pulling out kitchen supplies, pulling out mattresses, pulling out clothing, just to get through the rubble all day long. You can also see there are BG&E crews working here. This power line and this power pole was actually split in half, if that tells you anything about just how powerful this explosion was. You can see the trees, they're covered in people's clothing that were just blown out from this explosion. I want to bring in my friend Albert, because you were one of the first people I saw when I arrived here on the scene, visibly shaken. But tell me a little bit about how you jumped in to help the rescue effort.
So first, when I heard the explosion happen, I could tell it wasn't anything normal, but I didn't know it was to a degree as this is, obviously. Now, when I first ran down here, as early as I said, I didn't have enough good footing, basically. So I ran back to get some boots.
So you didn't have any shoes? You ran out here barefoot?
Basically barefoot. It was a lot of glass everywhere, as you guys can see, but I knew it was serious when a firefighter, and you know how brave they can be. He grabbed me, he just gave me a hug. He told me, "I don't know you, but I'm just sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, and it's gonna blow." And right there, at that moment, I just looked at the debris and the rubble, and I'm just like, I can't let something like that happen. I can't let, innocent life go without at least me trying my best to try to help the young lady and the young man. But
talk about what you were hearing. You said that you told me earlier that you were hearing people pleading for help, screaming from underneath that rubble.
Yes, when I first came here, I heard an older woman that was right here on this other side where you see kind of half of a house. I heard her pleading for her life. She was just begging and begging for help, begging and begging for help, and you could tell that it was just multiple layers of debris, multiple layers of sheet wall and different type of things that was just trapped onto her. And the moment that we seen her hand come from that debris, it was just like a saving light. So as soon as we seen that, we got to that contact, we started throwing debris as fast as we could. And she came out of there like a warrior. I'm not gonna lie, she came out of there strong. So praise go to the family, but man, this was not nothing normal. It was not nothing normal. This whole community is gonna get shaken by this for a lot of time to come. It definitely will.
You know, we've been talking throughout the day, and as you process this incredible incident here, how does the shock and the trauma sort of really set in for you as being a member of this community?
Man, the shock really sets in when you talk to the community. When you talk to the community, you can hear the fear. When you watch even the video that I recorded, you can hear the fear in my voice, you can hear the fear in other people's voices. It's the fact that we don't know what's gonna happen. We rushed into people's rescue not knowing if we were gonna be the next person hurt, not knowing if we was gonna be another explosion that's gonna blast us back, or that was gonna throw a cement block completely to our head. So it was just confusion. No one knows what's going on, and it's just true, pure fear. True, pure fear. So it's almost like everyone's kind of trying to go back to what happened in Beirut, and we're thinking about the fact that, okay, little things could go wrong, could be catastrophic. As you guys can see, we don't
right
know
in your backyard.
Right in your backyard.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you're safe, Albert. And listen, Rick and Vic, I've been speaking to people who live in this area, and their houses, or their windows are blown out, but more importantly, they don't think they want to stay here tonight because they're just traumatized. They're scared. They're afraid that this could happen again, and they don't feel like they're safe in their own homes. And that's an incredible feeling to have after this trauma of what happened this morning and this explosion.